18 Action News. Good morning, Las Vegas.
Right now at 5 a.m., we have a live look at the Freedom Tower at Ground Zero. And today we honor the nearly 3,000 lives lost on this day 19 years ago during the 9/11 attacks. This morning we have team coverage of all the local remembrance events happening today across the valley. Nina Porshukla is at Allegiant Stadium where a flag ceremony is set to take place. And Sean Delancey is live at Fire Station 5 for a bell ringing ceremony. We'll of course touch base with them in just a few minutes. First though, good morning Las Vegas. Thank you so much for joining us live on TV, KTMV.com, or wherever you're streaming us. I'm Kalina Estrinos. Dave Corvasia has a day off, but we want to start off with some breaking news for you for your morning commute. We have Marissa Kinniston live right now at the 95 in Russell Road, where a wrong-way driver caused a deadly crash. Marissa, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Kalina, we're just now learning that information. I want to get right out to these pictures of the scene. NHP tweeted these out just a couple minutes ago. It is absolutely awful to look at. Almost the entire side of that vehicle completely ripped off. We are hearing from investigators that this did happen because somebody was driving on the wrong side of the freeway. NHP now warning drivers to expect major delays. That is because the 95 freeway in Henderson is completely blocked off right now. That's in the northbound direction. So I do want to show you how to get around that. Let's take a look at our traffic cameras right now. Law enforcement actually directing everybody off the freeway at Russell. So you can take Mountain Vista northbound, hop back on the freeway at Tropicana. You can also take Boulder Highway to get around that.
Well, weather forecast starts off in the 60s on this Friday morning, all the way down to 61 in Pahrump, officially sitting at 68 at McCarran, and we are in the upper 50s out in Boulder City. Dark and early here, sun will rise right after 6:15 this morning. We'll move through the 70s as we head through the morning, and we won't hit the 80s until about 11 a.m. But by the end of the afternoon at 4 p.m., we'll briefly poke our way into the low 90s. If you are outside enjoying the mild air, don't forget the sunscreen. A sunburn happens in about a half hour this time of year. High temperatures, 93 at McCarran, 94 in downtown Henderson, 92 in the Southern Highlands, and 95 around North Las Vegas. Clearly, we are looking at warmer weather pushing in this weekend. We'll talk about those numbers next.
All right, Justin, thank you so much. Today marks 19 years since the terrorist attacks that killed nearly 3,000 people. On September 11, 2001, terrorists hijacked 4 planes. 2 planes crashed into the World Trade Center's North and South Towers in New York, causing them to collapse. Another plane crashed into the Pentagon, while the 4th plane went down in a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, after passengers on board struggled with hijackers. Today is now known as Patriot Day to honor those who died, and right here in the Valley, there are several events honoring the victims. 13 Action News anchor Nina Porshukla joins us live right now to explain what's set to take place at Allegiant Stadium. Nina?
Kalina, first responders will honor the thousands of lives lost and the heroes of 9/11 through a flag-raising ceremony happening here outside of Allegiant Stadium. You can see the crews out here right now doing all that preparations for that ceremony this morning. They will be joined by some members of the Las Vegas Raiders as well. The ceremony will honor first responders by having a representative from 16 Southern Nevada emergency response agencies and a local support organization. During the ceremony, we expect to hear from Clark County Commissioner Michael Naft and Las Vegas Raiders President Mark Bedane, who will then introduce the singer of the national anthem. And after the national anthem, an honor guard will raise the American flag. Commissioner Naft organized this event, so Allegiant Stadium is actually under his district. And Commissioner Naft says, as we honor those who lost their lives during the attacks, the message of hope and resilience are more important than ever.
September 11th impacted everybody in the United States. Whether you were not born yet and didn't know the personal impact, I guarantee it impacted your family very personally. It created heroes and it brought out something that I think we could use right now, which is some bonding in the United States. It didn't matter red or blue or your political stripes. All that mattered on September 12th was that we were all there for each other.
Now, because of COVID-19, everyone attending the event this morning are required required to wear masks and also social distance. Now, that event starts at 6:30 this morning, and we will be here to bring it to you live right here on the air and online at ktnv.com. But for now, reporting live, Nina Brashukla, 13 Action News.
You know, it's still hard to believe that it's been 19 years, and I feel like no matter where you were, whether you knew someone there or not, that day really just has an impact on you from day one up until now, and probably for years and years and years to come. Thank you so much for your report. We'll check in with you again in just a bit. Well, 19 years ago, we also lost one of our own during the 9/11 attacks. This here, take a look, is Barbara Edwards. Now, she was a foreign languages teacher at Palo Verde High School. She was on Flight 77, which crashed into the Pentagon. Barbara was on her way home after attending a wedding. She left behind a husband and 3 sons. Now, the school honors Edwards every year on this day. And a local veteran turned a national tragedy into a lifelong career in public service. This here is Jason Barachek. He's one of the many brave people who joined the military after the 9/11 attacks.
When September 11th happened, there was never so much unity in this country. There were American flags everywhere, yellow ribbons everywhere, and it was that event that brought this country together, and it was, in my lifetime, probably the most patriotic I've ever seen this country.
After a 4-year career in the Air Force, he moved to Las Vegas and became the public information officer for NHP. Trooper Barachek says it's our job to understand the impact that day had on our country and prevent it from ever happening again. Well, every year, Las Vegas Fire and Rescue honors the fallen with the tolling of the bells right beside a piece of the fallen towers. And this year will be a little different because of the pandemic. 13 Action News reporter Sean Delancey is live at Fire Station 5 with the changes coming later on this morning. Sean?
Yeah, Kalina, the annual tolling of the bells will go on as planned this year, but it's going to be a lot different than the past. For the first time, the public will not be allowed to see it in person. Firefighters say that they could not cancel this event because it is too important that we never forget, but firefighters are often in situations where they could contract the virus. So this year, firefighters will be socially distanced and wearing masks during the ceremony. Firefighters will ring the bell at the same time that the South Tower fell and raise a special flag that once flew at the Twin Towers to half-staff over a twisted piece of the wreckage. They've flown the flag every year at New York City's request after getting it in 2004. Now, this is so important to remember here in the Valley because many of our first responders went to New York to help after the attack, including Clark County Fire Chief John Steinbeck.
You really saw the best in people in that city at that time. It was my first time to New York, and I love the people of New York. It was a terrible experience as far as working on the pile and what had occurred, but I'll never forget the spirit of the city.
Yeah, Steinbeck joined a special team of 62 Las Vegas firefighters in 2001, heading to New York City to help. They worked 12-hour shifts, night and day, for 10 days, trying to clean up the mess left behind and recover as many victims as possible. Now, the ringing of the bell will happen right here at just before 7 o'clock this morning, 6:50 to be exact, followed by a singing of the national anthem by a retired New York firefighter who now lives in Las Vegas. You're going to hear from him in about a half an hour, but for now, Sean Delancey, 13 Action News.
Yeah, Sean, unfortunately, the pandemic has really put a wrench on a lot of different things, but glad that they're able to hold some type of event today safely. Appreciate it. We'll check in with you again in just a bit. Well, this year, the annual 9/11 remembrance ceremonies will look different, of course, because of the pandemic. And this year, there will be no live reading of the victims' names. Instead, organizers will play recordings of family members reading the names. The towers of light will also shine through the night sky at Flight 93 Memorial in Shanksville and near the Pentagon. The beam of light reaches up to 20,000 feet in the air and can be seen from as far as 60 miles away. And tonight, ABC is airing an hour-long special, 9/11 Remembered, the Day We Came Together. It'll feature President Barack Obama's speech at the opening of the 9/11 Memorial Museum back in 2014. You can watch that right here on Channel 13 starting at 8 p.m. Time now, 5:09. Relatives of 1 October victims could receive a massive payout from MGM Resorts by January. Attorneys for the casino giant say a total of $800 million will be paid to more than 4,400 people. A civil complaint accuses MGM Resorts of negligence, wrongful death, and liability in the 2017 shooting. 58 people were killed and more than 850 others were hurt that night. Bars in Clark County will stay closed this weekend. The Nevada COVID-19 Mitigation Task Force has voted against reopening. But bars and taverns in Washoe and Nye counties can reopen. Members who voted no say Clark County's COVID-19 case and positivity rates are still just too high. Well, the NFL officially kicked off the 2020 season, and Las Vegas sportsbooks were busy last night taking bets. This here is what it looked like inside of the South Point. Everyone, of course, socially distanced. There's plastic dividers at the counters, and everyone has to wear a mask as well. Bookmaker Jimmy Vaccaro says he's hoping the NFL will continue to drive more business back to sportsbooks.
I think it's an all-time high as far as people coming to make bets on the football season. I believe we'll have a bigger season than we ever had. Why would I say that? Because I think I'm right.
The real test comes on Sunday when most of the NFL teams are back in action. We'll have to wait and see. Well, the Las Vegas Raiders' first game is this Sunday. They'll be in North Carolina taking on the Panthers. Game starts at 10 a.m. And we have a list of watch parties and events on KTMV.com. The team will be making their Las Vegas debut on Monday Night Football, and that's happening right here on Channel 13. The Raiders will be hosting the New Orleans Saints at Allegiant Stadium, and the kickoff is September 21st at 5:25 p.m. Gotta watch that one. All right, good morning, Las Vegas. Coming up, you have more time to renew your license when the DMV is extending its deadlines. Plus, 7 people found dead overnight as wildfires continue to burn across the West Coast. The latest as crews work to bring dozens of missing people home safely.
Temperatures are going to warm up to the low 90s today, upper 90s on Saturday, and then we're back in the triple digits on Sunday. We'll see how long that heat will last as we check the 7-day planner.